Hello, everyone. We are back, and this week we're covering Army of Darkness. If you enjoyed this video, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. And joining me once more is an author who will swallow your soul, Owen Quinn. How are you, Owen?
Very hot,
It's
very hot.
it's
Excuse me, it's absolutely roasting. So I've just actually come in to
yeah.
do the podcast, but I sort of come in at the right time because I'm sitting out there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But it's as much as I love the heat, it's a wee bit stifling. I think we need a good thunder and lightning storm.
Maybe a wee drop of rain here and there.
No, no, not rain. I hate rain's better than snow and ice. I'll take anything but snow and ice. But I just think to clear that muggy heat, that even when it's cloudy,
Yeah,
it's a beautiful day. But it's just you have to be careful of the sun.
it is glorious. I can't wait to get out there and soak up some of that sunshine. Right, so this is similar to the Rise of the Silver Surfer in the way that one of us likes the movie, the other does not, and we so with Silver Surfer was I did not think it was very good. You did, and then there's a similar sort of dynamic going on here. But which one of us does not like this movie? You will just have to hang on and find out. I think anyone who
Did you
knows
get
me,
that?
yeah,
Yeah. Did you get that? Sorry. Did you get that reel I sent you about Rise of the Silver Surfer?
with Julian McMahon,
Aye.
yeah,
Remember we were talking about it, and it was like he says it was early days. Nobody knew the movie was a kids movie, a
yeah,
family movie. I thought that's what we said
yeah.
on the podcast. So I was glad we hit the nail on the head. So I think we know what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah. They were very much figuring it all out, weren't they?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it shows, but sure.
But yeah, I mean, I still maintain that the first one is a lot better than people give it credit for. Not saying it's a great movie by any
Yeah.
means, but uh, hey, go watch that if you want to hear our full thoughts on that. Right, so Army of Darkness, we're going to get into it and then you shall discover which one of us does not like this movie. But as I was saying earlier, anyone who knows me will know my opinion on this movie. So I'm excited to talk about it. It's always fun to have a bit of a difference of opinion, isn't it, Owen?
I bet.
A bit.
I bet. Oh my god. See, here's the problem. Well, I think we sort of spoiled who likes doesn't like it. I think I was actually surprised at my reaction at watching this. I've seen it before, like a few times. But it was interesting my reaction this time for some reason. And I
Okay.
don't know whether I actually don't know. Well, I know, not that I had a run in with Bruce Campbell, but I did nearly meet him, but didn't meet him. Um, I don't know whether that's stained it a wee bit, or the fact it, I don't know. It's just maybe it's just an age thing,
Right.
which is awful because I don't do age at all.
Yeah, you're
But
you're still
no, we'll
you're
discuss
still
it.
you're still young at heart.
Too freaking right. You call
Yeah.
me, don't call me Peter Pan for nothing.
Yeah.
My mother said that to me once. She says, "Oh, Britney Spears and new song coming out." She went, "Can you never grow up? Are you never going to grow up?" I said, "What for?" I says, "Mother, I'm married. I have a kid. I do adult things. I drink. I smoke. I work. I drive a car. I get up to feed the baby. I've her under my arms. I've her in my chest. What more do you want?" There you go.
Yeah. There you go. Uh, so right. Well, I was gonna say I think you're more like Mr. Smee than Peter Pan, but that's fine. All right, let's
Mm-mm.
move on
Is
before
what
Owen comes back
is
with
what it
something.
here? Is Willy Wonka employing again? I think you should go back to your old job in the chocolate factory.
Oh, oh, that was low. That's a low blow.
Bit like yourself, got a bit short on it, I think.
What height are you?
I'm taller than you
How do you know that? What height are you?
because you told me what size you were. Yes. Um, 5'8.5".
Oh, you are a bit taller than me.
Uh, Although my son's 6 foot, so 6'1", I think.
Oh wow, good man.
So I think he gets after my dad hitting her granddad.
Yeah.
because they're tall, but he certainly didn't get off his mum and dad. Put it like
Right. So Army of Darkness. The year is 1300 AD, and at the so first of all, this is obviously the third movie in the Evil Dead series, but I think it very much
that.
works as a standalone. I think you can just start watching this without previous knowledge of the first two. Which I do plan on covering at some stage, but I wanted something a bit fun to cover, and this one leans more into the comedy than the other two, so I thought it'd be a bit of fun to cover, but it wasn't so much fun for Owen. But that just makes it funnier
No,
for me, so it's fine.
it
Um,
does. No, it doesn't.
yeah. So at the end of the last movie, Ash got sucked into a portal, and it sent him back in time. And there is a wise old man who says that Ash will deliver them from the terrors of the Deadites, as written in the Necronomicon. But Lord Arthur believes he's one of Henry's men, an enemy, and he orders them into the pit. This pit is fun. The first man we see thrown into the pit, there's like comical amounts of blood come out of it, and I just think it's so funny. It's like more blood than could be in a human body almost, you know.
It's not even blood comes out. It's a giant fountain, like a wheel just blew out of its blowhole, and this massive fountain of
Yeah,
freaking blood. And
I
you're
like,
right, far more than could possibly be in the body.
and I think
But it's quite impressive, I
yeah,
have to say.
it is, and I like the way you see the reflection in Ash's eyes before you see it. You see his eyes kind of going red, and then all the blood coming up. I think it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, so as I said, you'll kind of suss pretty early on that the tone leans more toward comedy than the other two. I think the first one is the most kind of pure horror, and then the second one is kind of uh, a bit of a balance between the two. It's got some slapstick comedy, but I still think it's very much a scary horror movie. Also, two would be my favorite of the three, but I always have fun watching this one. Uh, so they throw Ash into the pit because they think he's an enemy, and Ash defeats the Deadite in the pit. The wise man throws him his chainsaw, which Ash jumps up and catches, and it's pretty badass. And it's totally possible because I've tried it in real life, so don't question it.
Full of shit.
What?
You're full of shit.
Obviously, I haven't tried it in real life. Jesus, man.
Obviously, it's not badass either. It's so OTT. It's
Yeah,
parody. It's not even comedic slapstick. And as for not having to know anything about the first two movies, it tells you that what happened at the first two
yeah,
movies at the
exactly.
start of the movie.
It does a recap,
So,
yeah.
but this, and no, son, please. Um,
What?
no, what year was Indiana Jones? Temple of Doom. But see, I always like a pit, which by the way is circular. So let's look at an engineering thing here. So I have big rectangular spike walls on below. The only way it could be is if the chamber below is rectangular. But that's that point I was like, this is what I'm thinking watching it. How to get those rectangular things down there. And then the other thing I was thinking was, did they actually have shoelaces in 1300 AD? And
Yeah, listen.
I actually went and checked it up. They did. There you go.
Oh, they actually did it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Although,
So there you go.
there you
I
go.
got something right there. But
Yeah,
no,
listen, as you were
so
saying about the pit and stuff like that, there are continuity errors in the movie for sure, and it does have its flaws. It's by no means perfect. Um, like there's some things continuity wise that don't line up here and there, but yeah. So right, so he defeats the Deadite with the chainsaw, and then he unbuckles his belt and whips it onto a chain, and that helps pull him up. And that's also very possible because I've tried that as well. So don't question
yeah.
it.
So did Indiana Jones, but sure, it's not ripped off from there at all. That's okay.
So now these people are afraid of Ash because he defeated the Deadite, and he's a little unhinged, and he's now he's now equipped with his chainsaw and also his boomstick, which retails for about 109.95. Shop smart. Shop smart. There you go. Are you going to buy yourself a boomstick?
I'm ordering online as we speak.
You're just typing it in.
Just typing it. Gotta get two, one for each hand.
You're going to get another one of those weird messages. Remember you Googled the void?
Yeah, great that for game soldiers. But I mean, even the peasants round the pit are done for laughs. Do you remember the old woman who
Yeah.
ends up with a she got a loaf of bread? Right, all I could think of were there was Kevin Costner's Prince of Thieves, the Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Robin.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck. It's going
Sansa.
on here. Says,
She's like,
oh, throw him in the pit. Throw him in the pit. And it gets a hand in the mouth.
yeah.
Like, this is
See?
fucking nuts.
See, you're laughing talking about it, see?
No, I know. I'm not saying it right. Just there is funny bits, but
Yeah.
they're characters. But I mean, Lord Arthur, and this is another thing I was thinking about now with the bootlaces, or the shoelaces. He also played a knight in Doctor Who's season 26, a story called Battlefield,
Yeah.
where he was a knight from another dimension called Anselin, who was fighting Morgan Le Fay, and they're looking for the Excalibur, and Merlin was the Doctor,
Yeah.
and he was a bit of a knight. So it's not talking about being typecast
Yeah,
for that
there you
one,
go.
but he's very good. Well, he is that sort of actor. No, he's very regular. He's very what do you call that? The gentry, like Downton Abbey. Wouldn't have been out of place in Downton Abbey or something like that.
Right.
But that's just the sort of thought. Well, there's your man out of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Nice little. So
So
the
peasants of plenty.
there you go. So the wise man wants Ash to go quest for the Necronomicon, or all is lost. So Ash, as you do, Ash makes himself a new hand out of a knight or a piece of armor. It's a, what do you call it? A gauntlet.
Yeah.
So Ash makes himself a new hand. So we see that he's like an actual genius. He's like a secret genius because he can just make himself a new hand.
And 1300. Yeah,
Yeah,
as you do.
yeah. So
Yep.
you reckon
Science.
you reckon that's a bit of a stretch, huh?
A bit. And a cyborg hand. There's no logic here in this movie at all. So it really is. I mean, not that there's a logic going into a cabin in the woods and all your friends getting possessed by demons. You can live with that.
Yeah,
But to go on such outrageous tangent for the third one, it's sort of like, what can we do next? We need a third movie, but we can't just keep going back to the cabin in the woods, or we can't keep just going back to Jurassic Island. We can't just keep having the same villain trips. So all we'll do, we'll throw everything out the window, put it in the past, and just do a mass. It's all, to me, it's almost, I couldn't think of the word. This is it's outrageous. It's over the top. Ash is that sort of character because if you've ever watched Ash versus Evil, the TV series,
yeah,
he's just as bad there. And some of it, there's actually one scene comes to mind in that. Even my jaw dropped when I watched it. I went, sweet Jesus Christ! There's no limits with Ash. There's nothing that they won't try with him,
yeah,
no matter how outrageous it is. Um, but it's just the whole movie is it's almost like a parody of itself of the first two.
eh,
But I can see what they were trying to do.
yeah,
But I just think when you see the practical effects and the other effects and just the whole outlandishness of it,
yeah. But
it's.
it knows what it is, and
But
it's
I don't think the audience knew what it was. It's like season three. It's not season three. It's like Halloween 3. Everybody went expecting to see Michael Myers, and they didn't get it. So everybody, but the problem, the thing with Army of Darkness is everybody got Ash, but a lot more Ash than they actually thought they were going to get, and a lot more Deadites. So
mm,
for me, it's too far from, and I don't know why, because I liked it when I watched seen it the first time years ago, and I liked it the second and third time I watched it. When I watched it this time, I just went, no, you're too different
no,
from the source material.
I can totally understand that. As I said, 2 is my favorite. I liked
Mm.
the tonal balance in that one the best, and Yeah, that would be my favorite out of the three. Uh, but I do love this movie. Like flaws and all,
Yeah,
it's got its
it
flaws.
is fun. It's fun and escapism,
But one thing,
but
yeah,
it's just a
exactly.
strange choice, I think, for me.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I can see, I can totally understand that. But
Almost like scary movie.
some of the things I love about this movie is, for one, it's not like a 2 hour movie. I'm sick of every movie having to be over 2 hours lately.
Obviously, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. It's
Weapons. We're talking about you.
yeah. I haven't seen it, but I it's a very lean movie. It's There's no
Mm.
wasted time, and I think it's impressive that pretty much every scene they throw in something entertaining, and I'm entertained by this film from start to finish. And I think it's got some real sparks of creativity in it as well, with some of its shots and choices, which we'll get into more as we go. So I think there's a lot to love about this movie, but it does have its issues. Um, yeah, so he wants Ash to go quest for the book. Ash makes himself a new hand, and the love interest of the movie, Sheila, says, "It is said that thou wilt lead our people against the evil." And Ash says um, that he's only going to get the book so that he can get home. So his intentions are selfish. Ash just wants to get the book and go home and forget about all these people. Um, and I love this bit because the wise man says to Ash, when you retrieve the book, you must recite the words. Do you remember the words? Do you know them? Ten,
Uh,
10 points if you get it.
Nick Nicto Barada. I've just watched it in a bloody reel. It's the three names out of you know what. Necto Barada. What was the third one?
It's Klaatu Barada Nikto,
Klaatu Barada Nicto. Yeah, yeah.
which
Well,
it.
that's two famous references right there.
There you go. So what are they?
The other movies.
What are the?
One of
I don't know that actually.
the day the Earth stood still and
Ah,
Return of the Jedi. There are three skip guards in the sandbarge battle. No Jabba's sandbarge.
yeah.
When Luke goes to rescue before the battle above the Sarlacc pit.
Oh,
That's the name through the guards.
that's funny. But yeah, Ash is like, yeah, yeah, I get it. I'll say your words. Let's just move on. So they move on. That'll be important later. Uh, and then as Ash is journeying toward the book, we get a fight scene with loads of little ashes.
Mm.
I think this scene is very creative. Uh, obviously the effects look very dated, but what do you think of the scene overall in terms of its creativity?
It's creative. There's no doubt about it. But watching it again, it's not well executed. The effect there's a real mix of effects in this movie
Mm,
that either look really good or you go, okay. I think this one isn't it's with his big face and then this tiny his wee versions of himself. Sometimes it doesn't work. Um, it's I can take or leave that one.
yeah,
It's creatively
right.
done, but again, it's like everything else. It's like, but then here's the thing: it's all right me sitting saying, "Oh, the effects, blah 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 blah." If I was so good, I'd be doing it myself. Second point is, without the likes of that, we wouldn't have what we have today.
Mm,
So it's like they go, "Oh, old Doctor Who was the cardboard walls and the sets." Yeah, it was, but they also had a lot of imagination in those stories with no budget, and they managed to do those stories
yeah.
with no budget. I mean, the whole point, the whole reason there's the Star Trek, you get the transporter because they hadn't got the money to land the ship every episode, so they said we'll just beam them up and down. So
Right.
they put glitter in a glass of water and stirred it and filmed that, and that's the transporter effect.
Oh,
So
so
it's all down to budget and getting it realized on screen,
that was down to
and
necessity,
sometimes it
was
comes
it?
in comic. Yeah, it's all down to necessity. I think that
Mm.
most films are. It's sort of like like you take John Carpenter's The Thing, and you look at the practical effects. It was completely practical effects. I've got sunstroke. I think that's what it is. You sort of have to look at that, and the the maker's probably going, "How the hell are we going to pull this off?" he wants somebody's chest to open, bite hands off, and then a head to come out and grow spider legs. When you look at it, you go, that's not possible. But they did it. So it's all the more scenes you have again, it shows great imagination. Maybe sometimes a lot of poor execution, but if they hadn't have done it, we wouldn't have what we have today. And it is good. I can think of also the leprechauns from Darby again, the little people. Like you actually don't see a lot of scenes in movies with tiny versions of evil. Not, I'm going to call them evil leprechauns, even though they're not leprechauns. But that sort of interaction. You look at Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Those effects for the 1950s were stunning,
Yeah.
stunning. Um,
Yeah.
I
So
don't get this. I don't get the same feeling for this scene,
right.
but I see what they're doing,
Right. So
and
Ash,
it is a fun moment where he fights himself.
yeah, I mean they kind of they do go out of their way to try and make every scene entertaining, which I appreciate.
Yeah,
Um, but Ash ends up swallowing one of the little creatures, one of the little versions of themselves, and that creates a duplicate. So we now have good Ash and evil Ash, and we have like he was. I always laugh when he's going goody goody two shoes, goody goody two shoes,
yeah.
and punching him. I
But
think
again,
Bruce Campbell's great at the slapstick stuff.
he is. I mean, if you've watched the series, if you've watched the TV series, it goes even beyond. Ash just doesn't care about nobody of himself, and it's just that's his character. So it sort of invites you to be more outrageous with him when you're writing that character and see what scenes you can put in. Because the bigger the scene, the more his ego grows because he thinks he can do anything at all.
Yeah,
But when he's fighting himself, that's what I mean about parody. See that goody goody two shoes thing, and I thought I've seen it done better. I nearly said Superman 3, but no, that evil Superman and good Superman wasn't great either. It's very hard to distinguish or to do a scene like that right without making it look slapstick,
yeah,
if you know what I mean, character wise.
yeah.
What does evil look like? What does good look like? So it's I think that was the point was starting to go. I need to turn this off
Oh,
quickly.
yeah. So
To be honest,
Owen did not finish it this time round, which was very disappointing. But
I'm not disappointed.
oh,
No,
listen,
I just, I mean, I love like Naked Gun and Scary Movie and all that stuff. I just it makes me laugh. But I just, for some reason, watching this one this time, it just felt too much,
yeah. All right, that's fair.
too much.
So Ash gets the Necronomicon after defeating his evil self and burying him, but he shall return later on. But there is not just one book; there are three books. So the first book he gets sucked into, and then he crawls back out of it, and we get that effect with his face all stretched, which looks
Yeah,
pretty funny. Um, and then the next book, it's a flying book that starts biting him. So he deals with that, and then the third book, he remembers that he has to say the words, and he goes Klaatu Barada, and then he can't remember the third word, and he should have taken the wise man's words more seriously, but
mm.
so he he goes Klaatu Barada, and then just kind of coughs, hoping that that'll count. uh, so yeah, he should have taken the wise man's instructions more seriously, and because of this, the dead awaken. So Ash has doomed these people to. He's doomed these people, but he just wants to be sent home. So he's like, fuck it, I still just want to go home. Sorry, y'all. um, and then Arthur says the wise man was a fool to trust you, and but then the love interest Sheila, she gets captured by a flying demon. Uh, what do you think of how he romanced Sheila earlier? He's like, "Give me some sugar, baby." I imagine
It's never.
I imagine that's like one of your chat up lines.
Wait, tell you something. If ever there was a chat up line that would get you nowhere, that was it. Give me some sugar, baby. And I'm
Yeah.
a diabetic. Doesn't work.
All right. Okay.
Doesn't work. Give me some sugar. Let's go for an Easter egg. No, that's Halloween for diabetics is Easter. Um, but but again, that's um Ash's character, and it works. You know she'll fall for him by saying these stupid lines. But if it was real life, and you just know it's not real life, because you wouldn't get away with it. It's like these ones that come up and say, "No, you must have fell from heaven, baby." Or I've
Well,
never known a woman that works on. Never. So, but it works within the context of this because it's outrageous and because anything goes with Ash. And
yeah,
Ash just seems to have this charm about him. This
yeah.
no matter what he does, he's going to survive it. Even no matter how rude he is, how stupid he is, but it works for him.
There you go. So yeah, she gets captured by a flying demon. And it,
Which, by the way, very good effect.
you like that one?
I like harpies a
Yeah,
lot.
there you go.
I've been trying to figure out how to get a harpy into my own stories because it's just something.
Yeah.
Oh, go. What was it? I think it was Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. Had harpies in it.
Say that
And
again.
it's just
Sinbad and what was that? Sinbad and
the eye. I think it's the Eye of the Tiger.
right.
Had harpies in it with Patrick Troughton, second Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And of course, Van Helsing had them in the form of the female vampires. If you
Yeah.
remember that one with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
do love an old harpy. I thought that was good.
Nice. We need to get you that on a T-shirt. I do love an L Harpy.
I do love an old harpy. Not harp, not the drink. Oh, it's HP for a reason. Horse piss. Don't drink it, folks. It's horrible. Horrible.
That brings us to today's sponsor.
Sorry.
So yeah, the Deadeye Army is 2 days away, so we have a ticking clock now, and everyone's panicking and thinking about running away, and they're all pissed off at Ash because he brought all this on them. But after Sheila gets captured, uh, Ash convinces everyone not to run. He convinces everyone to stay and fight it out, and he says, "I'm through running." And one of the men in the crowd says, "Are all men from the future such loudmouth braggarts?" And Ash goes, "No, just me, baby,
No,
just
just
me."
me.
That's totally an Owen Quinn line. Come on.
Well, I have to say, yeah, that's true.
I mean,
That'd be something I come out
yeah,
with.
you are your own favorite author after all.
I am. I am my biggest fan. I write myself fan letters and stuff.
Now, that's not something you should admit on the internet.
Well, Ash can do it. I can do it. There's probably two of me running about somewhere.
There you go.
Uh, yeah. Oh, because Evil Ash is back up and running with he's got
Yeah,
Sheila
so Evil
at
Ash
this
is
point
coming.
too.
Evil Ash is marching toward them with his army of
Yeah.
the undead, uh, which is really cool.
Again, yeah. Again, he goes, "Give me some sugar, baby," but which doesn't really work this time because he has to force her to kiss him. But the effects here again were a bit. So it was a mixture of stop motion,
Yeah,
men in black tracksuits with skeletons, I think, and then skeletons on poles. So I don't know where the mix that sort of made me step back and go, was that sort of took me out of it a wee bit maybe. But I
yeah.
liked stop motion, like Harry, forgive me, Harryhausen,
Ray Harryhausen,
which is Ray Harryhausen. Yeah, I
who's an
love all that
absolute
stuff.
legend.
Yeah, I think this is Raimi paying homage
Yeah,
to Jason and the Argonauts to a
yeah,
certain degree. There is things you can reference in it,
yeah,
like that long face thing. And I could be completely wrong on this because I don't know what year Nightbreed came out, but there was a character in Nightbreed had the sort of same shape of face, like a half moon shaped face or
yeah,
crescent moon, I should say. So I like the fact. No, I didn't like the fact. I like the fact it was stop motion, but I don't know whether that also put me off because it was in a mix of different practical effects happening at the same time.
yeah.
It didn't feel right.
Right. So you weren't a fan of that.
Only the stop motion stuff.
Yeah,
When you know it's a skeleton on a pole and you just because you can almost see the guy pushing it up and down to pretend it's on a horse or to pretend it's walking. And he's sort of, oh, Muppets. Even the Muppets are bad on that.
Listen, it works with the
Um,
goofy tone of the movie, I guess.
yeah, it does.
I mean, if this was a
Um,
dead serious movie, maybe not so much.
no, definitely one. But I mean, it's how it's almost if they don't know how OTT they can do and what actually works,
Yeah,
and to make it bigger and more magnified than the other two.
yeah. Um, so yeah, then they get the idea of they're like, because I think some people had run away, so there are very few people left, and they're like, how could we defeat the army of the dead? And they get the idea to go and get Henry and his men. So earlier, when Ash defeated the Deadite in the pit, he came back up. Everyone was afraid of him, and he made them let Henry go. So now Ash's good deed is going to come back around, which was pretty nice. So Henry and his men are going to help defeat the army of darkness. And Ash trains the people to fight. He gives them some like some fancy moves to do with their.
Yeah.
I think some of them have only
Okay.
pitchforks and stuff. Um, you know.
Even that one, even I sort of, I see when I was doing that, he was doing it. That's just not Ash. Do you know what I mean? It would be different if Mr. Miyagi or something coming up behind him to do it. But it was just he suddenly is this super fighter. When all
Yeah.
he really did was like chop his hand off and runs away with a chainsaw on his hand, a cyborg hand. I thought that didn't make sense. Not that much does make sense, but I just thought, no, Ash would not know how because he most certainly doesn't do that again in any other Evil Dead version
Yeah.
that you watch, especially in the TV series. So I don't. It just that didn't work for me.
Yeah, no, I
Ash
understand
being
that. Yeah, I
super
mean, like
training the fighters.
a lot of stuff Ash does in this is a bit outlandish and unbelievable. It's like,
Yeah,
um, it's almost like when he got sucked into the portal, he just started having this fever dream or something.
yeah.
But yeah, he trains these people. I mean, he gives them basic moves, which is fine. He's not like teaching them kung fu or anything. Um,
Basic. He's better at basics than freaking the average Joe on the street. No,
I mean, it's because Ash is
it just
secretly a
doesn't fit.
genius. He can build himself a hand. He can teach people to fight
Well, that's
skeletons.
true.
You know,
So
yeah,
he actually, he's this outward persona is actually a fake. He's actually because the world would tremble beneath his genius, is what you're saying.
yeah, something like that.
Had we watched the wrong movie all this time?
So yeah, he trains the people how to fight, and then uh, there is a very fun battle. Well, I think it's fun. Owen may not think it's fun, but when the army get to the castle, I think there's a very fun battle sequence. Again, it's not perfect. It's not perfectly presented, but
It's no
it's
two towers. What do we got?
yeah, it's no two towers. But
Although at this point I'd gone, I'd turned off at this point, so I didn't get that far.
cool. Well, I'd be interested to get your opinion on something in the end from your memory, but we'll get into it in a second. So yeah, because of Ash's leadership, they are victorious. And then Arthur and Henry's men make peace as everyone came
Mm.
together to defeat the Deadites. And now it's time for Ash to leave. So I'm going to go through the ending now, but there are two different endings to this movie. Have you seen them both?
Yes.
Which one do you prefer?
Yes. Um,
I have one which I much prefer.
I didn't mind the one that didn't use.
The one with the what,
You
sorry?
talking about taking the seven drops and waking
Yeah.
up in the future and the world's been taken over.
Yeah, so we'll go through what one is on this version that I've watched, and then we kind of touch on the other one, and then we'll say
Okay.
which one we prefer and why. Because there's one I much prefer, but yeah. So Ash has to just swallow 6 drops, and he shall awaken in his own time. So they bring him to this kind of cave, and then Ash goes inside the cave and the entrance up with dynamite, so all the rocks come down. But he accidentally, in this version, he accidentally takes too many drops, and when he comes out of the cave, it turns out he has slept too long and the world's gone to shit. Like it's an absolute apocalypse. Now, one of the issues with this is like, so Ash blows the thing up with dynamite and covers himself in there. And I'm like, man, you're pretty confident you'll be able to get back out of this place. And then he does pretty easily. He just moves some rocks out of the way, and it's like, you're talking centuries being in there. Like, you could maybe never get out. So, and then the
I
fact that
think
he
if you got to this point, don't worry about sense. Don't worry.
yeah,
Don't worry about logistics. If you got to this part of it, good luck to you. You've done a better job than me. But if you're looking for some sort of logic at this point, don't even bother.
well, there's certain amount of logic to the movie, but yeah, a lot of stuff is just very much you're going to be asking, how does that work?
Right.
And this bit will be one of those bits. Um, but I would have loved to seen a continuation from this ending. I think you could have done some mad stuff with that. That would have been cool. Um, but in the alternate version, so there's issues with both versions. I touched on some there about Ash being able to get back out of that cave. He should have maybe saved some dynamite to blow himself back out or something. I don't know. Um, in the other version, he does get back to his own time, and we see him working again at S-Mart and then defeating a demon and all that kind of stuff. But to me, when I watch that, I'm always wondering, like, so then should there be two Ashes, because he went back in time and then slept till he was back in his own time? So doesn't that create two Ashes in his present?
No, because he'll wake up at the point. Well, not wake up at the point. At some point, the Ash that he will have gone back in time. So the minute he goes back in time, there is no more Ash. So then once he comes back in time, he just picks up from where he left off. But
But you
that wasn't that wasn't really that's more a Star Trek conundrum thing to worry about more than trying to make sense of two Ashes. No.
right, well, we just won't think about that too much then, I
No,
guess.
because he should have. Because if that was the case, he should have woke up like the minute he went back in time through the limbo thing, which was very Monster Squadish, I should have to say. Um, and then his time will pick up where he left off because he's back because he knows what's happened. But for the world, everybody else he's disappeared into this big suction thing. But now Ash is back from saving the past, so he can just continue on. So that negates two Ashes.
Right. Fair, right? Fair enough, I guess. It's as you said, like, not
It's a time
everything,
loop.
not everything in this film makes logical sense, but
No.
yeah, I guess like if he picks up at the exact moment where the other Ash went back in time.
Or
Uh,
close to, do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it would need to be timed for him to wake up at a certain point
yeah, yeah.
after he's gone.
So
If you read the Time Warriors book or Time Warriors story, Lighthouse at the End of the World, there'll be a wee clue in there that'll explain it perfectly.
fantastic. So which ending do you prefer?
I prefer the End of the World one,
Yeah, same.
but it wouldn't have given into the TV series by using that ending. So I can see why they went back
Yeah, but that
to
ending also
the end
ties
of the
in with
ship.
this theme of like Ash fucking up because he's not following instructions properly.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
he never does. He never will. Even was it one or two seasons? I think it was two seasons the TV show went
Oh,
for.
there was at least two. Yeah.
Aye, it was two, yeah. But even then, he just didn't either.
Yeah.
So that's just him. But that's the character. At least they're being consistent with Ash and his character and made him even more extreme.
Yeah.
But it works. It works, and he works.
Yeah. What is your actually? We'll finish up this one, and then I want to get your opinion on something. So overall, I think this is a very lean movie with no wasted time. I think it's very creative in points, and I think it's a lot of fun. And I think there's never a dull moment in this movie. But there are points that don't make logical sense, and there's some continuity issues, and it does have its flaws for sure. But I still
Yeah.
think it's a good movie, and even if I thought it was a bad movie, even if I didn't even if I thought it was trash, which it isn't. I don't think it is. I think there's a lot of merit in here, so to consider it a good movie. But just the entertainment factor alone would make me just love this movie.
No, I couldn't love it. Couldn't. I just think it's too extreme. It is enjoyable, as I said, back in the day when it came out. Brilliant. Love the poster. Love everything. Love a Deadite. Um, but and even some of them were a bit dodgy. Even in the pit, it was like, oh shit, that's a really bad mask. But I don't know. It's just for some reason watching it now, it doesn't. It does feel like a parody of the other ones.
Mm. Yeah, as I said, it does take a big shift towards the comedy.
Yeah, I think if they kept it a bit more serious, it probably worked well. But I just think it's too far away from the original
Yeah, I love the second
material.
one where I think the slapstick and the horror mesh really well together.
Yeah, I don't think it really meshes here. It's almost like a plot. It took the plot from another movie and stuck him in it and changed it to Deadites.
Right, that's the vibe you get.
Yeah,
Um, so
I'm feeling other movies all the way through it,
would
basically.
would you recommend this movie to someone?
To watch once, yes. But
Uh, I would recommend it to people to watch multiple times. I think it's so much fun. Um, but
probably twice to catch the stuff you don't get the first time around.
Mm.
But I'd say that no. Which I'm really surprised that's how I feel about it. Because I wasn't expecting, oh, Army of Darkness is quite funny. But looking at it now, I don't know why I've got that reaction.
Yeah,
But with Bruce Campbell, here's my Bruce Campbell story.
right,
Because all my stories is true.
right,
We
okay.
went to, what excuse me, we went to Walker Stalker in London one year. I think we did it for 3 years in a row. And he was book signing at it because it wasn't just Walking Dead. It was like one. It was Sons of Anarchy, cast of 100, some other program. But Bruce Campbell was there on a book tour, so he had a book out at the time. I was signing away, and I went, "Oh, Bruce Campbell's here, so I have to meet him." But then we got up to the queue. Um, there was like £60. I think it was £60 to sign the book or buy the book or something, and no photos. And I just went, nah, I'm not paying 60 quid to meet him and have nothing but an autograph, a signed book. It's like, now I do know some book tours don't allow that for time and schedule and everything else. But I just thought he's so open with fans that I just thought, no, I think if you're going to meet them, you got to have the photo with them as well. I'd said I don't want, keep the book, I'll have a photo with you if I'd done it that way, but it's not the way it worked. And that just sort of put me off a wee bit. But
Right.
again, looking at him, sort of looking, was it him? Was it the agent? What was it? Because I know agents behind the scenes cause a lot of aggro or can be a
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
difficult. And the celeb gets the sort because they're the face of it.
yeah.
They're,
It's not
oh,
always the
you're
celebrity.
too dear. Yeah, it's
It's
not them.
it's not always their decision.
It's yeah, it's like it's the agents. What's happened the other week at Dublin Comic Con, the prices went up. And it was the agents on the morning put some of the prices up, which was not
Wow.
nice of them to do. But the I don't know what the way it works to be perfectly honest with you, but just like if you're going to meet somebody, at least give them a photograph. Don't say no, no photograph. So that just
Yeah.
put me up a wee bit. But
Right.
I watched Bubba Hotep
Oh, that's
again. I
a
watched.
great movie.
Well, see, I watched it again. It wasn't as great as I remember.
Right. It's one I definitely want to
It's
cover. I was talking to Jack about it and recommended watching that one. Do you know what? I haven't seen it in a long time. Maybe my opinion will change. It does happen.
yeah,
When you watch something that
yeah.
you haven't seen in a while, you watch it again, you're like, man, that's not as good as I remember. But I remember loving Bubba Hotep. It's such a
Yeah.
unique movie. But yeah,
So did I. But second, and I think we're talking maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half. and I watched it again. No, oh no, it's a bit boring.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean that's movies. That's movies, and that's humans.
Yeah.
You'll
Um.
like something as a kid and go, Jesus Christ, how did I ever like that in the first place?
Yeah. So, are you a fan of Evil Dead 1 and 2?
Not a fan as such, to be honest. Um, I wouldn't go out of my way to watch them.
Yeah.
I think is the best. If they're on, I'd probably watch them, but I wouldn't sit at night and go, oh, I think I'll watch the Evil Dead.
Right.
I'd probably, if you podcast them and make me watch them, I'll watch them.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen them in a long time, so and I watched the oh, was it? Was it
I
the new? There was a new Evil Dead, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a
On
remake
Netflix.
that
Yeah.
I think people
No.
enjoy, but I can't remember it that much. The first one is the one I've seen the least, so I'm eager to maybe recap that. So that might be a good one to do for the channel because it's the
Mm.
the least fresh in my head too, and this one I've seen a lot. So, um, I you
Well,
know, but
yeah, I like the TV series.
TV series was good fun.
Yeah, I like that. Again, extreme
Yeah.
in a lot of places, very extreme. I can
Um.
still see the scene in my eyes, and I'm like, my Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
how did they get away with that?
Um.
But yeah, no, I wouldn't be a fan of Evil Dead. I'd watch it if it was on. I can take it or leave it.
Yeah. So yeah, I would recommend this. I think it's if you're watching it with a couple of people, I think it's really good fun. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe if you have not already. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Stephen Carey Stories, and there will be a link in the description to my latest horror novel, Miles and Mary Ashbury. There is a picture of the cover on screen. And Owen, where can people check you out?
Um, oh, I
You forgot
so I
already.
stopped there. I forgot because remember I was saying yesterday I was doing. So I'll tell you. Right. So Instagram Irish author. No, Twitter the Irish author. Instagram the Time Warriors author and the Time Warriors website Time Warriors and Beyond or timewarriors.co.uk. And I opened up two new accounts yesterday, one on Reddit and one on Blue Sky
Yeah,
because Facebook's a wasteland now. So Reddit confuses me immensely. Um, but Blue Sky just posted a load of stuff and let's see what happens. So
yeah.
it's just another two platforms,
There you go.
which would be nice to
And
get
if you if you
tied
want,
into the website. But
yeah, and if you want to check out Owen's website, it's hailtothekingbaby.com.
oh yeah, give me some sugar, baby.
give, me, give me some
Give me some
sugarbaby.co.uk.
sugar and an insulin pen because we're diabetic.
All right, so O's actual website is thetimewarriors.co.uk, and go check that out. He's got loads of fun articles, and you can check out his work there. There's a lot of stuff that I'm sure you will
Right.
enjoy, and we will be back next time with not just one guest. Owen, we shall have two guests, yourself
Is it Chris
and
Campbell?
Jack. No, it isn't.
Jack?
Listen, he's
Right,
not gonna.
okay, let's go, Jack.
Yeah, after you throwing
Can we make
shade,
it four and get Bruce? Time to take a picture with us.
Bruce will be great fun.
He would be. I've watched him on other stuff. He'd be fun.
He's very funny, dude.
Because he's just up. He just says he's like us. He just says it as it is.
Yeah.
It's not pretentious. I know they got that arrogance of Ash and the self-importance, but he just doesn't care. He just tells. And do you know what? They only get the less you care. So
Yeah.
go for it. Yeah. So we'll have Jack on
Yeah, it
with
will be
myself,
myself, Owen, and Jack
same for the
all
first
in
time.
in one place for the first time
Who knows
ever.
what will happen?
Who knows what
Yeah.
will go down? Who even knows what
Who
we'll talk about?
knows?
Well, I do because I have it written down, but they don't know.
Oh, do you?
I wrote down some stuff. Yeah, these things
Will
take a
there
bit of
even be a
planning. Owen, I
podcast?
can't. I can't just rock out of bed and just.
No, I just do everything off the top of my head. I was up at 5 o'clock yesterday morning writing a new children's story.
Oh,
So
how's that
I
going?
can't. It's weird. Do you know what? It's actually going really well. I'm really enjoying it because it's almost like it's a different audience,
Yeah.
and they're a lot shorter. But I'm sort of
Well,
Not sure. I've got two completed and a third one I have the next five planned out, but I don't know where to release them as to a book. You know, my kids' books are a short book
yeah.
ready for bedtime, or to put the 10 stories into one book and release the book. I don't know. Anybody got any suggestions? If you've any kids and you want to read and re-story, would you prefer a book where all the stories are in it, or would you just like a series of books, you know, like the Mr. Men books?
There you go. Get in touch with Owen and let him know what your
There
opinion
you go.
is.
Please let me know.
All right, we will be back again really soon. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.